Hi everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Cat. So today we're going to work on this little booklet again that started, was it Monday? Yeah, I think it was Monday. Sorry, this week's been a blur. Anyway, I did make just tags, and this tag was already in the trades digital kit, and I just added a couple of pieces of fabric here, and then some Tim Holtz tissue paper back there, and a piece of fabric at the top and stitched around it. So that's all I've done. The tag was already all a thing, and then I backed it with some jelly plate print and just added a little gesso and ink and all that. So that goes in this pocket. So those, just an easy little add-on. You can do any kind of tag you want. It doesn't want to fit in there perfectly yet, but it'll get cozy with time. And then I did just, this is also in the kit, just added some gesso around the edges, backed it with another piece from the kit, and then just added some gesso on the back just to make, a little bit better of a writing spot there. And that will tuck in there. And I may add fabric and stitch around that too. I just haven't decided. And I haven't done anything here. And then on the other side, I did add some. First, I put down old book page like we did on the other side, and it broke when I folded it. Then I put down the Tim Holtz tissue paper. It broke when I folded it. So the last layer is washi tape that I folded the spine first and then put the washi tape on with some glue. So I think it's good now. It just didn't want, in between those, the cards, the index cards, it just didn't want to fold at all. It just kept breaking. So anyhow, but we got it now, so hopefully it's all good, I hope. All right, so on the cover, what I was thinking, and I'll have to probably mess with it a little bit more, I thought we could add a piece of this thin cardboard like we did for making those card toppers, like greeting card toppers or journal toppers or whatever, and add one of the images from the kit. This was one of the tags. I just cut the top off of the tag if you're wondering about the size. And then I also cut out the word journal that was also in the kit. So I thought that might look kind of cool, but I am going to put some gesso on here. So how y'all doing? I hope you're having a wonderful day. I'm just working today. And I was trying to do some cleaning, and then of course I get sidetracked on making stuff again and don't get all the cleaning done. I did get a little done though. It was getting crazy in here. It gets that way at times. Looks like a explosion happened, which I'm sure a lot of you can relate to if you make journals, or if you're a crafter at all. Sometimes things just get out of control and then you got to get them all cleaned up again. And I'm having trouble with my hands, so everything's a pain. Oh, the stuff, right? All the stuff that we always got going on. Take that off. That would probably help. So what are you guys up to today? Is it hot where you're at? I think most people are pretty hot right now. We've sort of gotten out of the cold and rainy, and now we're just into the blazing heat. So yeah, but I'll take it. I like the sunshine. Prefer the sunshine over the not. So, but it definitely went from cold and rainy to hot. It's pretty normal 4th of July weather though. It's usually pretty hot on the 4th of July around our area. So I'm just kind of doing that, more of a dry brush thing. I don't want to cover every little bit, but I do want some of the white on here. Okay. And I forgot to bring water up, so I'll have to remember to wash that later. If I ever remembered everything, it would be a miracle. You'd have to write down the date. We had a lovely dinner last night. My best friend in the whole wide world. My Michelle, she came and visited. She's really more like a sister in a lot of ways. Just because we've known each other since we were 6, and so spent a lot of years together. And it's the kind of friendship, and I'm sure, like, you know, I think we all have these, where it doesn't matter how long it's been, we just fall right back into chatting and whatever. I mean, we talk to each other, but not tons, you know, but it feels like we're never apart when we're together, which is really awesome, because, you know, that doesn't always happen, so it's really nice. I'm very blessed to have her. I'm just roughing it up a little and inking. But yeah, so it was nice to have dinner with her and her boyfriend and hang out with the kids. Aiden and her friends were here again for Taco Tuesday. So it was fun. Not a lot else happening. So this isn't all the way dry, but I'm just going to go ahead and add a little glue. And I will probably ink it and stuff too, but I just want to get it on here. Thank you for all your kind words about my cousin. Haven't heard an update, so just not really sure how he's doing. But I thank you guys. You guys are awesome. Okay. Actually, I might kind of tip it this way. Like that, maybe. I feel like I need a little more interest back here. So what I might do is spatter it with some black. I'm going to take this out because I don't want to get it just on the back of that. That wouldn't be a great look. Since that's going to need to dry anyway, we might as well have other things that need to dry. And this is just black ink from Winsor & Newton. It's the Black Indian ink. And it's in my Amazon link, because I am an Amazon associate. So okay, I think I'm gonna get that dry and then I'll come right back. Okay, I'm back and it's dry, and so I put a little ink on it and spritzed it with just some coffee. So that's all. And I forgot to say I did spritz this and let it dry with coffee so that it would be a little, you know, stained, coffee stained. So I'm going to add these pieces. I'm going to go ahead and use the thicker glue just because it's going down on this textured surface. It might hold a little bit better. Do I want it that way or that way? Maybe we'll go that way. I know I keep changing. That's what I do. I'm gonna try to wrinkle this a little bit here. I just really want it to get in with that cardboard. Okay. And then my word journal there, I'm going to do the same. pushing it in a few spots, you know, so that it looks a little wrinkled or distressed. Okay. And this is just the digital kit paper. Well, like I said in the beginning, this was actually one of the tags. I just cut the top of the tag off. So it was a little smaller. Okay. Can't decide if I want, this is one of those metal pieces that I had that we put the alcohol ink on the other day, and that one I stamped with the 78 from the Tim Holtz stuff. I might go ahead and put that on there, and then use a little bit of cheesecloth that has been coffee stained. I don't think I need a piece that big. Strings. Imagine that. Spatter that a little. Maybe. If I could actually get some ink on the piece, not everywhere else. Okay, yeah, I like that. I think that will be fun. And then I was thinking we could even put some pages on the inside too, but we also need to decorate it, but I'll show you guys what's going on here. I don't know if you can see the 78 at all, but that does have a number on it. It's just really hard to see with the camera and that dark ink and then dark ink. Okay, so I'm gonna move this because I think I'm just putting ink everywhere. Get this piece, and it's gonna get ink on it, but I need to figure out what I want to put on the other parts of this. I'm just gonna kind of lean that on that glue stick. What we do, right? It's so goofy. Might be kind of good to write on, maybe. I don't think I want to put any more pockets because I think it's just going to get too much. I might put this one. And it wouldn't really have anywhere to write though. So maybe something like that would be better. Put that on. I want the numbers. I'll tear it at the 4 here because I want to see some of this over here too. Don't want to cover all that up. So I think my daughter and her friends have found a place. I forgot about that. Here I am. Oh, nothing's going on. Actually, there is stuff going on. Knock on wood, probably shouldn't say anything till I know, but I'm just excited for them. But I think they found a little house that they can rent. The 3 of them. They had one other girl too, but the place just isn't big enough. And so they don't know. It was originally the 3 of them wanting to live together. And she mentioned if they find a place that she would fit, you know, she wanted to be in on it too. Super nice girl. I don't think it's going to work for them to have any more people, but I'm just glad that they're finding a place because, oh my goodness, there isn't anything around here. Well, there, because where we're at, there's probably stuff, but we aren't near the university, so otherwise she would just stay home. We would probably end up with all three of them living with us if we lived close to the university. Which would be fine, but we don't live close. It would actually be a lot of fun to have them around all the time, but it's good for them to do their own thing. Alright, I'm going to get a little gesso on my finger here because I want to kind of make this look more like it's part of, you know, everything. The only problem is we're dealing with the digital, so the edges could turn funky colors. I don't want to cover that entirely. Might have to get... Yeah, see, it starts to turn color. But I like how it kind of blends it in a little bit. I am going to knock that whole entire thing of ink over if I don't move it. Yeah, I like that better. A little more wispy looking. Okay. Now that's going to have to dry. Oh my goodness. Okay. So we'll just leave that set for a second. Maybe I'll work on tearing some pages to go on the inside, and then the back page is probably going to be similar to what we just did as far as, you know, just kind of a page like that, because I don't want to add more pockets because it's already kind of thick. And if you want to put it into a journal pocket or something, I don't want it to get too crazy. I just want to add, you know, pieces that I already have. And go with about maybe that width probably. That'll work. And then lengthwise, right about here. What other ones? Do some of this with the architecture on it. Yeah, I think these would be great for collage too, these pages. I don't want them all like the exact same size, so I'm going to tear this one a little smaller. And then so yeah, keep your fingers crossed that they have found a place. Please. Could use this. And then maybe like just some coffee dye would be good to have in there. If I have any and coffee dye ready to go. Look at these ones. These are, this is tea dye, but it's so light. I have some other ones. Hold on just a second. These are ones that my sister and I did with rusty bits and stuff. They're a good color. This would be easier for writing on, obviously. Kind of do it at the back. And another piece. Like that. I think that'll probably be good. I don't, like I said, I don't want this to get too thick because it's already kind of struggling with the closing, so I'm gonna put this somewhere. I love this number thing right there. I'll probably put that on the back. So let me tear another piece. Gonna be able to get all of the gents here. Let me get like, sorry to that guy for tearing his top of his head off. So that be a little bit smaller. Yeah, that will work on the back. Alright, I'm going to pause for a minute and get this all the way dry and I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. I don't like the way that pink comes through because of the ink on the digital. So I'm going to use some strips of just different like book page and whatever and go along here like this. I know. I always forget about that until I do it, and then I'm like, I mean, I did mention that it might do it, but it really does pick up the ink. Is the only problem with using the gesso, and I love using gesso because I like that white, that little bit of white on there, and then making it grungy, but it didn't look so good. So, and I'm sorry, this is Asian writing, and I'm not positive which way it goes here. Not the best with that. I think it goes this way. So we'll just kind of do that and see if that looks alright. These are the things that you do when you're making journals. But you're learning something from me. See, don't put the gesso on the digitals and then you won't have the problem in the first place, right? Yes. And I've done it and should know, and I still do it, so there's that as well. And I think I have some Tim Holtz tissue here I'm going to use. I'm just using all these little crazy scraps that end up floating around on my desk and in my bag full of you know, like old pages and things. Let's see what else. Oh, this little bitty bit of cardboard might be kind of cool. Just to tie stuff together. That is going to bring me a little thickness, but I think it'll be alright. May have to put a little cord around this or something before it's all said and done. okay now. I guess I probably should put something kind of right there. What? My kids are trying to figure out you know, they're going to need water and Wi-Fi and just all the bills. All the bills that go along with. That's the only problem with renting a house instead of a dorm, because in dorms, all that, they include all that in they just give you like a total cost. And it's not that way, obviously, for a house. And so, yeah, that's an eye-opener, right? I don't want to cover that. I do like the little buggy, but... So, anyways, they're jabbering away about that. I love these little ads in these work basket magazines. Cover all of that, but I feel like it needs to match up. But I don't know with what. I guess I could use some more tissue. Because it would at least be a little see-through. Maybe this long line of script. It has gotten so expensive to live down by the university, and the prices on campus have gone up as well on the dorms. It's just gotten crazy. I'll do that. I mean, it takes like, 10 kids to afford one place to live. They're all bunking on top of each other practically. And we're trying to avoid loans if possible. But who knows, it may end up coming to that. I mean, she's working, but she doesn't make enough for that. And she can't work enough hours either during school. Alright. So I think it's good. Just need to put our back on and then put our little pad of paper. I'm going to make this a little skinnier. And I won't put the gesso on the digital this time. I know, I'm covering up my coffee stain. I could have left it to write on, but I don't know, it's fun putting the printed paper on there. Page. be the back. And then we can put our extra pages in here. I feel like they should be kind of roughed up too. Just a little bit. That one's probably fine. I just don't want this white edge around there when everything else is so grungy. Okay, that'll work. And then I think I'm just going to staple it with my tiny attacher. But you could definitely stitch it and glue it, or, you know, lots of other things as well. Oh, I've got 2 glues going. I'm doing good today. Oh my gosh. It's been a few weeks, guys, let me tell you. Alright, I'm going to put this here. It seems to be a whole lifetime at this point with, it seems it will never get better. Just when you think it will. Okay. And I'm just going to kind of, you know, go right along and staple it a few times. More than a few. Maybe I'll just go to the end. That should be good. Should have caught them all. So then that's like that. Oh, where did I put my other tag? It's right here. Oopsie. Jiminy. Okay, so that closes like that. That like that. I'll go ahead and do some spatters back here too. And then we could tie around it. I've got some black, just cording. Just so if you put it in a pocket or, you know, a standalone even, with some more ephemera in it. It'll just stay closed. Don't need that much cording, but you get the idea. So I am going to put some spatters on here, and then I will tie that around once it's dry. Move stuff because I always end up with just one a little. I don't want to get too close to their faces because I will get it all over their faces. Okay, I think that's good. So there it is. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm sorry, I know it's wet now and it's hard to show, but you at least got to see me do all that. And then, like I said, I'll tie the black cord around it, and that one's all ready to go. So I think I'll continue on with making ephemera for a bit, just, you know, just for the fun of it, out of whatever I feel like doing. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Love you guys. Bye now.